Jews do many things well, but silence is not among them. I remember once someone asking Elie Wiesel whether Judaism had a tradition of silence, and he said, yes, but we don't like to talk about it. But there are times when you would think we would speak, and yet we're silent. It happened to me last night, and I'm sure to many of you, because I lit Yortzeit candles for my parents, and there's no blessing. There's a blessing when you light Shabbat candles, when you light holiday candles, but there's no blessing for a Yortzeit candle. And I wondered why that was, because I've never found a really good explanation for why there isn't a blessing for a Yortzeit candle. It may be a historical reason, because from the word Yortzeit, those of you who have any knowledge of Yiddish or German know that that is a German word, and it came from the Middle Ages, so it's not an ancient practice. The rabbis didn't light Yortzeit candles. That's not Hebrew or Aramaic. And so maybe there's no blessing because it was a later custom. But even so, there are other later customs that get blessings. So why? I thought about it. And I thought most of the blessings we do are because we are either in community and we're addressing the other community, like when we say Shema Yisrael, listen Israel, or when we're addressing God. Even the mourner's Kaddish addresses God. But who are we addressing when we light a Yortzeit candle? We're addressing the person we've lost. So as I lit the Yortzeit candle, I started to think, what is it that I'm doing right now as I'm lighting a Yortzeit candle for my mother? I'm remembering playing with her jewelry in synagogue, playing with her rings to keep me quiet. I'm remembering her laying the Shabbat table. I remember her fantastic courage traveling cross-country with 4 sons and 1 father with 5 men in a Winnebago for months, insisting only on Shabbat that she have a hotel room. And then I lit the Yortzeit candle for my father, and I was remembering how when we reached a certain age, he would take us to our first baseball game. Or that my father, who in youth dreamed of being a concert pianist, but when I grew up almost never played the piano, would only play the piano in order to play something elaborate and then make a mistake to make us laugh. And I realized that the Yortzeit candle is about your intimate memories with people who are not here. And those memories, like all memories, cover all sorts of things, good things and bad things. And that part of what you do when you light a Yortzeit candle is that you remember the good things and you learn over time to forgive the bad ones. You learn that all people, even parents, are flawed and that they have pain, and sometimes they find there are things they cannot deal with. And it is our task as we grow older to forgive. And so I realized that the Yortzeit candle doesn't require a blessing because memory is a blessing. It's its own blessing. It allows us again and again and again to re-encounter the people we love, to understand them more deeply, to forgive them more fully, to love them more purely. You don't need a blessing for a Yortzeit candle. Your memories are your blessings.